Hey guys, Soccer from SAKITECH, and in today's video we have some great leaks in relation to the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, which is going to be released around February in 2023. So we have two major leaks. Let's talk about the first one, which has some good news and bad news. Now this leak comes from Ahmed on Twitter, who is a very reliable Samsung leaker. So here's the good part. All Samsung Galaxy smartphones, the S23, S23 Plus, and the S23 Ultra are going to have a minimum of 256 gigabytes of storage. So previously the minimum was as low as 128 gigabytes, which is not compatible with 2022 or 2023. So now we have a minimum of 256 gigabytes, which is fantastic. It's going to be applicable in most parts of the world. Now the S23 Ultra is going to have three options: 256, 512, and 1 terabytes. This is all great stuff. Now here's the bad news. The S23 and the S23 Plus are going to have a minimum of 8 gigabytes of RAM. Now I would have highly preferred that to be 12 gigabytes of RAM. Remember, all these phones are going to have the best processor on the market, Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor, and 12 gigabytes should be minimum with a processor like that. Now the good news is the S23 Ultra, being the top dog, is going to have 12 gigabytes of RAM, but the other two are going to be at 8, and there's no option to upgrade. It is just limited and fixed at 8. Now that is something that would prevent me from buying the S23 or the S23 Plus as a main phone. So that's the first leak. Now the next leak might be very appealing to some people. Now, as you know, the Samsung phones have a signature curved design, which makes the phone look very nice, but the curvature on the sides of the screen does take away from some practicality. Now, on the S23 Ultra, the curves are going to be reduced again, according to this latest leak. Now, if you read the entire leak, it states clearly what's happening. The edge will drop dramatically, and the screen will feel flatter. This is going to translate to a benefit where when you write with the S Pen, it's going to be more easy to facilitate the S Pen on a slightly flatter display with reduced curves on the edges of the phone. Now some people that lack comprehension skills mistook this tweet and thought the screen was going to be flat. That is not the case. If you look at this photo, you can see we have an S23 and an S22, and you can see the curve on the S23 is reduced at the edges. So it's still going to be there, but overall it's going to be flatter. Now why is this leak good? Because some people have been asking for this. In my case, I still want to have a curve, but I want it to be as less as possible so you get the middle ground, the best of the both worlds. You get a nice look from a design perspective and a more usable, flatter screen. So these are some fantastic leaks, again from Ahmed on Twitter. Very soon we'll be getting even more leaks. So stay tuned, stay subscribed, and if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them down below. Let me know. For now, guys, have a fantastic day.